On Oahu's sunny western coast, the Four Seasons Resort Oahu at Ko Olina balances classic Hawaiian style with one-of-a-kind laid-back luxury. Hey travel friends, it's Helen with Nicely Travel. In this video, we're exploring Four Seasons Resort Oahu at Ko Olina. We'll take a look at everything this 5-star resort has to offer, from beaches and pools to dining, accommodations, and more. First, let's talk about location. This Four Seasons is about a 30-minute drive from the Honolulu airport and about 40 minutes to downtown Honolulu and Waikiki. The setting makes for an idyllic escape from the more touristy scene down in Waikiki and Honolulu. I love this location for a relaxing getaway because you're on Oahu's sunny west coast. There are some wonderful hikes in the area, but you're also not isolated because there are several other hotels and resorts within walking distance, as well as a convenient shopping center across the street and some other local attractions. So now let's talk about the amenities that are offered at this resort. You can definitely expect the signature Four Seasons service at this hotel, and it is there from the moment you pull up to the front of the hotel, where they welcome you with a lei or a necklace as a nice welcome gesture. And then when you head into the lobby to the check-in area, they offer you a really nice refreshing cold beverage, and the special touches and extra service continues on throughout your entire experience. This 5-star resort pretty much has it all. There are multiple pools, there's a wonderful beach lagoon, there are tennis courts, there's a spa, there's a gym, there are multiple places to dine, there are activities like sunrise yoga and stand-up paddle boarding and all kinds of fun things. There is a complimentary Kids for All Seasons club where you can leave your little ones to do some fun activities. There's all kinds of wonderful things to offer at this resort. Another thing that is nice about the offerings at this particular resort is that the overall footprint of the property is on the more compact side, so it's really quick to dash back and forth from different pools or from the spa to the gym, the spa to the restaurant, or however you want to spend your day. Some other resorts that are more sprawling, like it can take a while to make your way across the property and get from place to place, and I do appreciate how this Four Seasons Oahu is on the more compact side, and yet you don't feel like it's compact. It still feels like you're immersed in a wonderful resort. So let's break down all the amenities at the resort in a little more detail, starting with the pools. There are 4 pools total, and the first one you'll probably see is the big round pool in the central kind of outdoor hub of the resort. This is open to everyone and has some nice beach views and is conveniently close to some of the surrounding hotel restaurants. There is also, not far away, a family-friendly pool that is very kid-friendly. I saw a lot of families hanging out here during my stay. And then a little farther down the way, there is my personal favorite pool, the adults-only pool. This is a very nice infinity pool that faces the ocean. There is a little cocktail van that is perched on the side of the pool, so you can order drinks while you are in the pool, which I think is really neat. And there's really nice pool service if you are lounging for a few hours in one of the poolside loungers. There will be someone from the pool team coming by to offer you refreshments throughout your time there, and you can order food and beverages and all kinds of things. The last pool at this resort is over in the spa. It is more of a lap pool. It's near the gym, so if you're someone who likes to swim for your workout, and this is a great place to go. Every time I have been at this pool, I've been the only one there, so it definitely has the seclusion factor as well. Okay, so now we have to talk about the beach, because obviously that's a huge part of visiting Hawaii, and the beach here is delightful. It is a man-made lagoon style beach, so that is a plus for me because it offers really calm waters. You don't need to be worried about undertow or a wave taking you out, and for me that means that I get in the water more often, so I appreciate a good man-made lagoon beach. I know for some people they prefer a natural beach that's a little more wild, and I get that, but if you're a fan of calm lagoon style waters and beautiful white sand, then I think you'll really enjoy this beach. A couple things to know about the beach here. They do offer complimentary paddleboard rentals. There is also beach service here, so you can order cocktails, beverages, food, and they will bring it right out to your lounger on the beach. Another thing to note about this lagoon is that it is shared with the next door resort, which is Disney's Aulani. Now, the Aulani half of the lagoon is definitely more lively. There are more children running about. There is a bit more noise, but I found that when you're on the Four Seasons side of the lagoon, that noise isn't really a factor and it's still really pretty quiet. So do not let the proximity of Aulani deter you. One last cool thing about the Ko Olina resort beach area is that it's not just one lagoon. There's actually a series of 4 lagoons. The Four Seasons one is the first one, but if you follow the path by the beach, you can actually walk down past every single one of the Ko Olina lagoons. It's a really nice walk. I enjoy doing it at least once during a stay here at the Four Seasons. And you can also enjoy those other beaches and lagoons if you care to. Some of them are a lot more quiet than the Four Seasons Aulani Lagoon. Now let's talk about the spa and fitness center. Both of these are housed in the same building, and on the roof of this building there is also a tennis center, so there's a lot of activities and wellness things housed all in this one building. Fitness center has some great top-of-the-line equipment and nice views of the property, and as I mentioned before, there is also a lap pool here if you want to get some laps in. I did have a couple massages, and I had both of them in one of the spa's outdoor spa halles. I really enjoyed this experience of getting the massage outdoors because even though you're outside, it feels very secluded and private. The treatment takes place in a small kind of wooden hut, and they can keep the doors open, and just outside the door there are trees and plants, and you can hear the birds in the trees, and it's just a really neat experience to be able to get a spa treatment near such wonderful Hawaiian wildlife. So I recommend the outdoor spa halles if you are going to visit the spa here. Other amenities offered here at the Four Seasons Oahu include a wedding chapel, a couple of on-site boutiques that have beach necessities and personal care accessories, as well as a nice collection of clothing and Hawaiian and Four Seasons themed beach gear. Also, I really appreciated the arrival and departure lounge they have here at this hotel. I happened to have a flight home that was leaving on the later side, so after I checked out, I still had hours and hours before I needed to be at the airport, and so I spent most of that time enjoying the facilities, and then when it was time to get ready to go to the airport, I was able to take advantage of their departure lounge, which offered a private shower area and a place just to freshen up and get ready for my travel. So thank you, Four Seasons, for that. And if you have a similar situation where your flight out is late, or perhaps you're arriving really early and your room's not yet ready and you'd like to freshen up, ask the front desk about that arrival and departure lounge. Let's talk about food and dining here at this resort. I would say the main signature restaurant here is Mina's Fish House. This is in a beachside setting facing that beautiful lagoon, a great place to check out the sunset. And it offers some really delicious seafood from James Beard award-winning chef Michael Mina. The menu also offers some great tropical cocktails, some local Hawaiian produce, and I had a lovely dinner here and everything I had was delicious, but in particular, I highly recommend the signature lobster pot pie dish at Mina's Fish House. Just behind Mina's Fish House is Lahiki, which is the hotel's all-day restaurant. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I had breakfast here each morning. It was really tasty. The staff are wonderful and thoughtful. I tried different dishes every day, and everything was really solid and really tasty. They also offer a breakfast buffet here, which has a really nice wide variety of offerings, kind of an East meets West theme. You can get your rice congee or dumplings and things like that, but then they also have your standard American breakfast items like scrambled eggs and bacon and sausage and things like that. I only did the buffet one day, and then the other days I ordered a la carte here. I tend to not be able to get my money's worth at a buffet, so I liked just ordering off the a la carte menu, and the food from the a la carte menu was really good and fresh, so I loved that. The other more fancy restaurant here at the hotel is an Italian restaurant called Noi, N-O-E, and this restaurant celebrates Southern Italian cuisine with a kind of modern twist. I dined here one time a few years back, and it was really delicious. They have some amazing pasta dishes. The ambiance is wonderful. I recommend sitting outside. The tables outside sit sort of in a pretty little garden with lights up in the trees, so it's just a really nice kind of romantic place to have dinner. But they don't have that many tables here, so I definitely recommend getting a reservation in advance if you would like to have dinner at Noi. Another dining option at the resort is the Waterman Lounge, and this space has some nice ocean-facing tables, so it's a nice place to grab a casual dinner or some drinks, and I really enjoy sitting here during sunset because it's beautiful, and they have a whole ceremony where they light the torches around the resort just as the sun is setting, and it's just a nice vibe to enjoy, so check out Waterman Lounge at sunset. Another little spot in the hotel is Hokulea, and this is their coffee shop, so you can get all your standard coffee drinks in here, as well as some pastries and things like that. And they have a really nice balcony that overlooks the central circular pool and the beach. Great place to park yourself in the morning with a coffee and just kind of people watch to start your day. Finally, of course, this resort also offers in-room dining. All right, let's look at the rooms here at Four Seasons Oahu. This hotel has 371 rooms total, and they are a mix of entry-level king or double queen rooms all the way up through some very luxurious suites. For this stay, I was in an oceanfront king room. My oceanfront king room and all of the base level rooms here are fairly spacious for an entry-level room type. When you first enter the room, there's a little bar area that includes a mini fridge, just a convenient little landing pad for any snacks or beverages or things that you need to keep chilled. And for my stay, I also requested a microwave, which was there waiting for me as soon as we got into the room, which I really appreciated. As you walk further into the room, you'll pass by the bathroom before landing in the main bedroom area. There's a really big, at least big for a hotel room, closet next to the bed. In addition to the king-size bed in my room, there was also a sofa at the end of the bed, and it was a pull-out sofa. So the bedroom area is just really comfortable, and I really enjoyed the Hawaiian decor. And the balconies attached to these rooms are also really nice and spacious. I spent a lot of time on this balcony, not only because of the wonderful view, but there's a lounger and a lamp out here. Other amenities in the room included a coffee maker, 65-inch TV, plenty of bedside charging outlets, and a nice desk area, as well as an additional seat inside the room. Let's also take a look at the bathroom in here. So the bathroom is really nice. It's all marble. There are double sinks, but rather than the traditional side-by-side double sink, they are split up so that they're kind of back to back. I like this setup a lot. Also, the toilet area has its own door, so you can close that area off. And there's a nice bathtub with separate shower next to it. One little note about the bath amenities in this bathroom is that when I previously stayed at the property a few years ago, they used to have Bulgari bath amenities. This time around, they had more of a generic brand. I'm not sure if this is a temporary measure due to supply chain or what, but just, a little change that I noted. Finally, of course, as a 5-star property, this room has all the little wellness and bed and bath amenities you would expect. There is a hairdryer, scale, lighted makeup mirror, really soft bathrobes, and a pillow menu available if you are particular about the type of pillow that you would like on the bed. I really like how this room is laid out. It's convenient. Everything is sort of where you need it. There's plenty of natural light, and there's that wonderful lanai, so big thumbs up for this room. I'd say unless you are very particular and need quite a bit of space for yourself and your party, the entry-level rooms here are great. The one suggestion I would say is do splurge for that ocean view, because in my opinion, it's really worth it. And I spent many an hour just sitting on that lanai staring out at the ocean. So I recommend the ocean view for sure. Before we wrap up our tour of Four Seasons Oahu, let's get into some fast facts. Check-in time, 3 p.m. Checkout time 11 a.m. There are 371 rooms total here. It is a high-rise hotel tower with about 15 floors. Wi-Fi is free, the property is non-smoking, and there is on-site parking, but it is valet only and it is on the pricey side, I believe $50 to $60 per night. Small dogs are allowed for a $75 fee, but know that dogs are not allowed on any of the beaches in Ko Olina, so I'd say the dog friendliness of staying here is a little bit iffy. Finally, this property is a Virtuoso property, which means if you reserve your stay here through a Virtuoso travel advisor, you will unlock perks for yourself. And as a Virtuoso advisor myself, I booked the stay and I received some wonderful Virtuoso amenities. At this property for 2022, those included an upgrade on arrival subject to availability, and I'm very thankful that I did get an upgrade, so my room was upgraded from partial ocean view to ocean front, and I really appreciated that. A second perk was continental breakfast daily for 2 per room, served in their Lahiki restaurant, and I really enjoyed taking advantage of this perk every morning. Finally, the third perk was a $100 resort credit to be used during the stay, and I put that credit towards good use with some spa treatments. Quick note about this hotel stay: Nicely Travel was not comped or hosted. We paid out of pocket, and the opinions and observations shared in this video are our genuine, honest impressions. Alright, that wraps up our tour of Four Seasons Resort Oahu at Ko Olina. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions about staying here at this property, leave me a comment below. I am more than happy to answer any questions you might have. And hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps this YouTube channel in a bunch of ways. And until I see you in the next video, continue to travel nicely.